Hey everybody, it's Merkle, and today in this one, we are in our first video after Battle for Azeroth has now launched, and we're going to go over some mounts that they've introduced. A lot of the mounts that were kind of curious how they were obtainable in the beta have been released since launch, of course, and a lot of them are world drops that are actually bind on use mounts, which is pretty nutty to think, and this poses a good way for you to make some sweet cash, especially early on, because a lot of these mounts are worth, quite a bit right now, but as time goes on, they're going to lose a lot of value. People just get them randomly over time and floods the auction house, right? However, first one we're covering is the Great Sea Ray. So, as you can see, I went ahead and straight out fished 150 fishing. Fishing Buddy did not track every single fish because the game crashed at some point, and it didn't keep those logged in it. So, I think in total I caught around 490 fish. I had about 100 casts before the game crashed, which means it's not all that rare. It's to be expected. I've seen a lot of these popping up on the auction house. I am running Sniper, by the way, which I highly recommend doing right now. If you have a second account, using an alt to run Sniper, I've seen all of these mounts we're going to cover posted on the auction house for less than 200 gold. I'm sure it's purely by accident from these people, but they're definitely worth a lot more than 200 gold. So, I saw this one specifically, the Great Sea Ray, popped up for 69 gold. I imagine he wanted to put it for 69k, because this mount right now varies anywhere between 30 to 70k. However, I expect it to go down greatly. It doesn't seem to be all that rare. My friends were saying about 1 in 500 drop rate. I agree to that. I got one after about 300 fish. It was right in the middle of what I was doing roughly. So, Great Sea Ray. First mount we're going to cover, obviously a water mount. Let's go ahead and learn it, jump in the water, and see what this bad boy looks like. I actually don't know. Great Sea Ray. There it is. And it looks just like the mount from Darkmoon Faire. At least I think so. It's very similar, if not. I think it's called Water. What is it called? Dark Water Skate. Yeah, is it even a different color? I guess this one is more green. Not very different though there, Blizzard. Not different at all. But that is the first mount. If you pick it up, you can get it anywhere fishing. I fish completely in open water and receive this mount. So it doesn't look like it's pool specific. I just cast off the dock and boom, got it. Let's go to the next one. So the next mount we're going to go over is the Dune Scavenger, and wow, somebody literally gets it as they start the recording. I was about to say how we haven't seen a single one in 40 minutes at the rate that we are farming. We're farming right here. It's a Vol'dun drop off of Sethrak people. And, yeah, it's a rare drop. So I would say probably 1 in 1,000, maybe 1 in 5,000. You can see the rate at which we're killing them is rather fast, and they do like infinite respawn quickly, so it's pretty easy to do in a group. And you can see the kind of loots that I get. The bind on equip epics are worth a ton right now, so you have a chance to get those when doing this, and it's just very profitable. So you see, just looted right there, 11 gold, 7 of the Tide Spray linen, which is the cloth and all that stuff. It's just very quickly obtained with all this farming. So the Dune Scavenger itself looks like this. Let's just open the journal real quick. Dune Scavenger. There it is. Can't wait to get it. I really like this hyena mount. It looks quite good. Anyways, as for the value of this mount, it's on the auction house anywhere from 150 to 200k right now, from what I'm seeing. I imagine it'll get down, probably be in around the 50k range in a month or two, simply because, they're just the supply is gonna outweigh the demand eventually, and it's gonna lose its value. Nonetheless, you can get a lot of profit from the BOE epics right now, so if you get lucky with one of those or something, a lot of money to be made. But that was the first one I've seen. Pretty cool that it happened right as I started recording. And yeah, let's move on to the next mount. Hopefully we can get one in this entire video. Alright, we're at the next mount, and somebody just happened to get it. Oh, don't die. Somebody just happened to get it. It's the Reigns of the Tamed Blood Feaster. So if we look it up, it's actually called Vein Seeker. There's this object here, and this actually can fly. It's worth quite a bit now too, just like the Dune mount. It is anywhere between 200 to 250k right now. It does look quite nice. The way that we are farming it in this group is you come to this location in Nazmir, right here, and you basically run around the camp pulling huge groups. And once you get a big group, you AoE them all down, and then by the time you move to the other half of the camp, they will have respawned again. So it's a constant circle. Don't know if this is the best way to farm it, but it seems to be working quite well for this group here. And again, just look up a Vein Seeker group, see if you can get in, hopefully get them out. So for this one, we're farming the Terrified Pack Mule, and I have to say, of any of them, this one by far gives you the most resources per hour. Like, you're getting a ton of greens, you're getting so much cloth, you're getting, oh my gosh, a lot of stuff when farming this one, because your kills per hour are just absolutely insane. Keep in mind, we don't even have Brewmaster Monks, which would be crazy good for this, but if we did, the kills per hour would be even faster, because Brewmaster Monks can constantly aggro stuff with their little statue. Gotta say though, if you're looking for which one to farm, this one is probably the best, and it's definitely got lots of potential for crazy, because even if you don't get them out, you get tons of greens. You could get a couple BOE epics. I did manage to see one, but I didn't see a single mount in the 2 hours we farmed it, so yeah, good luck. So the final mount is here in Stormsong. It's Golden Mane. I believe it drops off any humanoid NPC in the zone, but there are no groups running for this one. You can't find a group at all. Like, there's groups for all kinds of mount farming, the other ones. Not this one. I think there's just no great instant respawn locations people have found to utilize for this, and that's why this one's not as popular, which is actually a good thing, because it means this mount will hold the highest value, since it'll be the rarest of the 4. Interesting to be seen. I also believe I forgot to show this mule mount in the previous one, so this is the one from Just Far. Terrified Pack Mule. He's a horse, but he's wearing stuff. So anyways, interesting. I'm glad Blizzard's adding something like this in. I like farming stuff, especially rare things. I'm glad they're really rare. It does make them a little more fun to obtain. They are worth quite a bit, so if you feel like farming, you can get all kinds of BOE epics and make quite a bit of money while farming these right now, as they are all worth quite a bit. And that being said, there's one more item too you should be on the lookout for. It's called an Abyssal Fragment. Now, on the beta, it was believed that these only dropped off abyssal eels around Fort Dalen, but it has been confirmed that they're dropping off all kinds of stuff on both continents. So even in Zandalar, you're seeing all kinds of monsters dropping them. So I'm guessing it's anything related to water, pretty much water-based creatures or stuff that's related to old gods like Naga and things like that. So if you come across any abyssal fragments, don't get rid of them. They look like a quest item. They're very, very, they're a white quality item, and it says unique 20, so it seems like a weird thing to have, and it could easily be confused as a useless item, but it's not. They're worth like 20 or 30k each, so don't get rid of them. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck if you want to go out and farm on any of these. Just check on the group thing. You'll probably find a mount farming group somewhere along the lines, and you'll be able to join and get a lot of stuff very quickly. Alright, I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.